demonstrations, showcasing the dynamic interests of our participants.
Hackathon is not merely a hackathon, it's an odyssey, a platform where audacious ideas are forged into tangible solutions, where collaboration knows no boundaries, where innovation takes center stage. So, are you all ready to dive into the whirlwind of creativity and ingenuity?
Let us commence this remarkable journey. Once again, welcome to Hackathon 2024, where brilliance meets action.
To set the tone for this transformation event, let us offer a glimpse into what Hackathon truly embodies. This is not just a competition, it's a celebration of intellect, passion, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. In the next 24 hours, participants will challenge conventions, push boundaries, and shape tomorrow.
The themes, spanning from healthcare to smart city planning, are as diverse as the minds tackling them. Hackathon is where dreams converge with reality, and we are bound thrilled to witness this incredible synergy.
It is now our privilege to invite our distinguished guests to the stage. Each of these esteemed individuals have played a pivotal role in shaping the academic and professional excellence that we celebrate today.
Firstly, we invite Dr. V. Vijaya Kumar, Dean School of Engineering, Dr. M. Mutta Reddy, Dean Examinations, Dr. K. Sudhir Reddy, Dean Academics and Planning. Joining us next is Dr. V. Srinivas Rao, Dean Student Affairs. Let us also welcome Dr. Mahipati Srinivas Rao, Dean of Director of Administrations. Dr. Y.V. Reddy, Program Coordinator for Cybersecurity. Dr. Nitisha Sharma, Program Coordinator of Information Technology. Finally, it is with immense pride that we welcome our chief guest, Scientist H and Group Director at DRDL, Mr. K. Rajasekharam, whose groundbreaking contributions to defense technology inspire us all.
With all our esteemed guests now on stage, we extend our heartfelt gratitude for your presence. Your support adds immense value to the event, and we are honored to have you with us. The lamp lighting ceremony signifies the dispelling of darkness and the heralding of enlightenment. It is a sacred tradition that underscores the values we uphold.
We now invite our esteemed dignitaries to grace the stage and light the ceremonial lamp, accompanied by a mellifluous prayer song by Tanmay and Sohan. Let us embrace this symbolic beginning.
I request the participants to not clap after the lamp lighting since it's a prayer song. Thank you.
मुदकरार्धमोदकं सदा विमुक्तिसाधकं कलाधरावतंसकं विलासिलोकरक्षकम् अनायकैकनायकं विनाशिते बदैत्यकं नताशुभाशुनाशकं नमामि तं विनायकं जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश पाहि मां जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्ष मां जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश पाहि मां जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्ष मां न तेतरातिभीकरं नवोदितार्कभास्वरं न मत्सुरारिनिर्जनं न वादिकापुदुद्धरं सुरेश्वरं निधीश्वरं गजेश्वरं गणेश्वरं महेश्वरं तमाश्रये परात्परं निरन्तरं जय गणेश जय गणेश पाहि मां जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्ष मां जय गणेश रक्ष मां जय गणेश पाहि मां जय गणेश रक्ष मां जय गणेश रक्ष मां
Thank you, sir, for setting the tone for this auspicious event. Let me give a glimpse of the esteemed guests present here on the dais.
Dr. V. Vijaya Kumar, Dean School of Engineering, holds an integrated MS Engineering in CSE from the USSR and a PhD from JNTUH. From over 13 years of teaching experience at JNTUH, he has guided 42 PhD scholars and published more than 130 research articles in international journals. A recipient of numerous prestigious awards, including the gold-plated silver medal from the Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Dr. Kumar, has contributed significantly to the academia and R&D projects founded by DST, UGC, and AICTE. I now request Dr. V. Vijaya Kumar, sir. Thank you, sir.
Now, let me introduce you to Dr. K. Sudhir Reddy, sir. Dr. K. Sudhir Reddy, Dean of Academics and Planning, holds a PhD in Computer Science and Engineering. With over 60 index publications and an H index of 10 in Scopus, he has expertise in AI, data engineering, and software engineering. He has supervised PhD scholars, secured research grants worth 50 lakhs, and organized over 250 expert lectures globally. We are glad to have you here, sir.
Want me to speak or? That's all right. Okay. I thought that you are calling me for speech. Okay, anyways, I have come. Let me quickly take 2 minutes. I request you to please clear this pathway. Please take your seats. Faculty members who are standing, please take your seats. Students who are standing at the last, please take your seats. Good morning, respected dignitaries on the dais. Our esteemed chief guest of the day, Dr. Rajasekharam from DRDL, and our beloved Dean School of Engineering, Professor V. Vijay Kumar sir, and we have our Directorate of Admissions, Dr. Srinivas Rao garu, and the Program Coordinator, Dr. Nitisha Sharma, Program Coordinator for Cyber Security, Dr. Venkatramana Reddy, Dr. Shekhar, Program Coordinator for MCA, all the professors, associate professors, assistant professors, students, I warmly welcome to this program. And this is not just a program, in fact, this is something like an initiative by the students of third year. 3 months before they approached and they've asked, we want to do this kind of program. So then it is conceptualized to happen today. Today, fortunate to have today 6th December, and today and tomorrow 24 hours hackathon we are planning. This hackathon is not just a kind of workshop. This is not just a kind of seminar. This is not just kind of a boot camp kind of activity, but it is a combination of every single activity that is required for each and every students to blossom. What I mean to say, today industry is looking at differently. Every person should have the 360-degree framework of your skill, knowledge, and the attitude. And this kind of programs definitely will create. I think this is a kind of program where you can collaborate together the skill, knowledge, attitude, and this will be an opportunity to groom yourself and then reach to the expectations of the global world. And I congratulate all of you, because congratulations, I am not thanking you for registration, I am congratulating. The reason is that since you have registered for the program, that means every registered student is a winner of this program. This is the kind of point that I wanted to make it out. Since you have registered, that means you have some kind of thirst in knowledge acquisition, thirst in learning things from others, also working in collaborative teams, groups, and of course, you have 6 themes given and you have chosen your own area of specialization right in the undergraduate engineering program. So that's a great thing that we wanted to achieve at the end of this program. And actually this was supposed to deliver by the welcome note by the concerned program coordinator, but somehow I was pushed here, so I am delivering that as part of that. So this is a kind of new things that we need to learn. We must be ready to accept. We must be ready to take up the new challenges, is what I wanted to showcase as part of this small incident that we just had now. Second important thing is, I don't want to take much time because we wanted to give a lot of time to the chief guest, so that we would love to learn more, we would love to hear more from the one of the esteemed personality from DRDO. And this program is actually driving by this set of students. Of course, as a faculty members, they are there to guide them, they are there to put them in the right track. But right from conceptualizing the program till the implementation part, all these student volunteers, all these student coordinators, they actually made this event happen today. And I wanted to tell you that even the chief guest was also invited by one of the student. Is such a great thing that they have taken up. So this is the beauty of the student collaboration, and this is the way that we are successful. Right, I think that next 24 hours it would be a wonderful time for you to collaborate, learn each other, and everybody is a winner. I said, like, there is no winner and loser. We are all winners, and we are all going to be learning something new in the next 24 hours. And good number of programs are being planned by the team of experts as well as the volunteers of the program. I think it would be a wonderful and amazing experience for all of you. I wish you all the best. I once again thank our chief guest for accepting our invitation and be part of, in spite of his busy schedule. And I also thank Dr. Rajasekharam sir, the Dean School of Engineering, is always a torchbearer for all of us and supportive hand for us, and other members who are participating in this program. Thank you very much and wish you all the best. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. Now I would take pride in welcoming the Dean School of Engineering, Dr. V. Vijaykumar sir, onto the dais to deliver a speech.
Respected chief guests of today, Dr. K. Rajasekharam garu from DRDO, and other my colleagues, Dr. Sudhir Reddy, Dean Academic Affairs, and who is the backbone for the entire IT and cyber security, and also I can say the new department, a new program added to the IT department, that is MCA, and also Dr. M. Srinivas Rao, who is responsible for the university admissions, and also Professor Nitisha and other coordinators on this stage who is looking after this program, this hack attack. And I would like to share a few glimpses of this, because on 4th of December I came rounds for the H block around 8:55, but I saw there is a table there. Then I asked, what is this table? At that time itself, 20 to 30 participants, around 8:55, they came for registration for the boot camp. So that is the amazing work the students have done. And later I inquired how many registrations were done for the boot camp. I think so around 600. If at all I am wrong, please, am I right, madam? Around 600. So that is the greatness of the, organizers, the way they are organized. And also the students also expressed after the boot camp they have learned a lot. That is one of the important thing, because organizing is one and learning is what the most important thing. Then I am happy that you are conducting the hack attack on 6 tracks. So the students are going to attack the 6 tracks, not only one. It is limited from a number of tracks, that is 6 tracks. And even for this also, the madam just now I asked, she said that around 500, how many madam? 600. 600 registrations for this. This is also a great thing. That means there are more enthusiastic participants are there. I think so a team will have 3 to 4 members. That means it's really great. And what Dr. Sudhir said is right thing. Participation itself is what that shows your interest, that shows that you have got a belief on yourself, that shows your capability, that you are believing. That means that itself is the great achievement. Prizes anyway, it will come for 1 or 2, that's a different story. But by participating, you will have a good collaboration, and also you can develop your own connections. That is very, very important. And also you will be learning from each other how they have developed and how you are developing, what is your thought. And ultimately what is most important is understanding the problem is very, very important. Sometimes we take less time for understanding, analyzing the problem, and we think of what solution. So my only request to all students is spend more time in what understanding the problem, then analyzing, then you can think of what solution. So once again, I thank the IT students of the 3rd year and 2nd year, all IT students, really for organizing this great event. So once again, I thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable words.
Now, it is our privilege to introduce our chief guest, Shri K. Rajasekharam, a luminary in aerospace and defense technology, currently serving as Scientist H and Group Director of Avionics Software Quality Assurance at DRDL. Shri Rajasekharam has over 3 decades of exemplary experience in missile development and software quality assurance.
He has been a key contributor to India's Integrated Guided Missile Development Program, IGMDP, initiated by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and has played a pivotal role in the development and successful testing of advanced missile systems such as Prithvi, Trishul, Akash, Astra, and submarine-launched missiles, many of which are now operational.
Beyond DRDL, his contributions to academia are noteworthy, having trained lecturers and professionals at leading institutions such as NIT Warangal, JNTU Hyderabad, and Madurai Kamaraj University.
Currently, he is leading the development and testing of state-of-art tactical and strategic missile systems, continuing to push the boundaries of defense technology.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to welcome Shri K. Rajasekharam, a visionary, innovator, and a national asset, to share his insights with us. Please join with me in giving him a warm round of applause as he invites him to speak few words.
Sorry, I think my hand. Right. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Didn't have breakfast. Good morning once again. Good morning, sir. Thank you. Right. So first of all, I feel like Pushpa to Allu Arjun standing here. They have raised expectations about me. So anything I underperform, then I am in trouble. Okay. So I'll try to do what best I can do that. That's one. Secondly, I actually have a bit of a problem. I neither have a expertise of Dr. Professor Vijay or Sudhir to talk something extempore. At the same time, I don't have anything prepared, so you will have to bear with me for that. Secondly, I am neither an academician nor an entrepreneur. So I'm just a practicing engineer. That's how I would like to tell myself. So listening from an applicant's practitioner's approach to this issue is what we are telling. So with these as little pre-forwarded apologies and preparedness, let me just say a few words. Dr. Professor Vijay Kumar, Dr. Professor Sudhir, Dr. Professor M.S. Rajan, and Dr. Professor Nitish. Thank you for calling me. Whatever little I was just trying to push, I was here about half an hour back, I was just trying to understand what is happening. And that has been told by these people. What is Hackathon about? What are its objectives? What is that we can do? Why at all they are required? So part of my speech got cut. And I was just trying to collate the remaining part. That part was taken away, so I really don't have anything to say. But having said that, I thought I would share my opinion. She mildly touched it when she said that I do train professors. I'm a member of the faculty development program. Wherein, which is something organized by Ministry of Human Resource Department, Central Government, Union Government, wherein we go out and try to train some of the professors, teach them how to teach from whatever little we know. This was an initiative basically to bridge the gap between the industry and the academy. And trust me, when this initiative came, hackathons were not there. Otherwise, I would have been jobless. I would have had this opportunity to discuss and should have a good number of professors with whom I spoke, with whom I exchanged views, and from whom I learned quite a bit. That was one part. I also happen to be something called as iAssist. It's an Institute of Aerospace Science and Information Technology, which is an NGO. We go to typically type 3, type 4 colleges. We only call the students, we try to teach something to them as something called like a scientific social responsibility. The country has given a lot to us and we thought we would give back something. That's how fortunately the gap between the industry and the academia is something known to me. And I do undertake on an average 50 to 60 internships every year, sir. Nowadays it's twice a year. And I'm not very sure. As on date, I was coming, I was just thinking that there are 3 from your Anurag University who are doing their internship with me, 2 boys and a girl. So, what is that? What is that it helps? It helps me to connect myself with the younger generation, which is very important. Otherwise, as we get older, we become jungle. You know? It's good that we try to get to know what is happening, what is that academia is doing. So, if I bring out these two, the faculty development program that I'm a member of, and iAssist that I do, and these internships that I do, the problem becomes a little complex. The problem becomes complex because it's something like, throwing it out over the wall. What is it? The industries say that we are not getting the kind of candidates that we want. The universities say that we are going by the curriculum. And the professors say that batch of students is the quality of the intake of the students is the issue. And the curriculum is the problem. The issue is where exactly is the problem. I want to ignite your minds to think that there is nothing wrong. I personally strongly feel today's kids are as sharp, as committed, as dedicated, and as challenged as any other generation. The curriculum is catching up. If you see the history of the mankind, there have been primarily any revolution that has come at any part of the world can be rooted to three parts. Either a scientific revolution, or an economic revolution, or a social revolution. Unfortunately, or for perhaps fortunately, today all the three revolutions are happening together. That's creating the turmoil. That's creating that kind of a turmoil, unable to decide which one to take first, which one to prioritize first. And anything that we touch and we don't attribute or acknowledge its presence, then we are in a problem. Then we are missing out or something. So not paying an attention often leads to tension, right? So that's a problem. So the events like this, events like hackathons and hackathons, are that much more important. Because what we want, what the industry is looking for, is someone who can quickly fit into the shoes of entrepreneurship or into a company. What are the skill sets that are required? What is that the curriculum is not able to provide? What is that the internship is not able to augment? So, in fact, when Chinmay called me, if I remember, where is she? You are here, right? She called me, she reached out somehow, and then she said, I want you on 6th or 7th of December. I said, after the hackathon is over, everybody will in sleepy moods. It's only the cup of coffees and tea that they would have had in the entire night. So I'll rather prefer to be there when they are a little more fresher. Okay. And then we settled down with 6th morning. But this is, though it appeared to be that I have accepted the invitation, honestly, I do that. I do that and I do it. I feel there are 3 ages in the life of a person. This is my personal view, wherein the brains are in the most churned state. One is when you are passing out 10th. Okay? Somebody else decides whether it is Chaitanya Narayana. Somebody else decides whether it is BPC, MPC. But the brain per se is in a churned state. That's the stage where we should be talking about. The second is when you are passing out your engineering in your graduation course. Again, the most active phase of the brain. And then it dormants. It slowly dormants. And then it wakes up sometime around 37, 42. And after that, you become like me. Everything is smooth. Nothing is happening. So I do try to reach out these 3 sets of people. As a rule, you could cross-check with majority of the schools. I do go out and attend almost all the school functions that they do as a part of the Science Day celebrations. Sometimes I reach out. And at certain places I am kind of a Asthana Vidvamsa, Every time they have an issue, they say, okay, you come. And I go and talk. And what does that help? Those small minds, little bit of academic work, a little bit of internet work, a little bit of support from neighbors, and a massive support from parents. It is the parents who do most of the work in National Science Day projects. And then they are trying to explain how a Kaleshwaram works, okay? What is, how a windmill works. And then I spend. In fact, most of the time what happens is, the organizers, they give me some 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You just see one room, some top 3, 5 or 6, they try to say that you please watch them and then give them some prize and then go away. And they are in a shock. Because I try to spend time with every person. I try to ask them, how did you get this idea? Who helped you in this idea? How much did your parents do? Will you be able to explain to me? And I'll ask them, you please re-explain. Can you write a 1-page note about what you have exhibited today? That's my way of saying that it's not just ability to do. You should be able to document them. You should be able to generate certain information that can be read and assimilated by others. Are you able to present your case? And I know, I go to schools, Chaitanyas typically will have 1,000 students, 1,800 students, and then Maybe 4 or 5 will be interested, others will be just waiting for me to go so that they can pick up their bag and then they can go home. Doesn't matter. Those are the 5 or 6 people whom I have just tried to ignite for some time, and then they are there. The second stage I come out is to this kind of engineering colleges. Like I told, I do assist programs, I do take up internship programs. And invariably, the internships are also to be redesigned, remodified. In the changed program, do we have a panel discussion? If it is not there, I'll talk more. If it is there, I'll cut it. Okay. See, Professor, I will, this is more to you. When Chinmay was with me on day first today, I was telling that these internships need to be totally relooked at. When I said there are about 3 students from me, they come for a 30 days, 40 days, a shrunk program. Whatever is the gaps that we have from first year to fourth year, it eats into the internship program. And it has become something like a very simple, formal internship program. What I request to you, sir, is don't send your students to internship programs. Don't send them. Instead, invite some people to your place. We will give you a problem. We'll give you a problem that requires, per se, let's say something like mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, electronics engineering, and some amount of software. So that you choose your candidates. You let the head of the departments be some kind of a bridge between me and the students. End of the 3 years, we will have a product. We'll have a product that works. We'll have a product that can be showcased. Otherwise, this 20-day, 25-day project works don't take us anywhere. Okay? Now, I was asking Chinmay when she was with me the other day, what's the big difference between assignments and projects? What's the difference between projects and problem definitions? What is the issue between problem definitions and hackathon projects, the tasks that we choose? There should be something. We should be able to plan, conceive, design, release, test, and demonstrate. All in a night, or all in a duration of the time. I see when someone says that 676 people who are prepared to burn the midnight candle and showcase their talent, not everybody will be interested in such things. Yes, we have come. So like your professor said, we're already into some kind of a winners this one. So please practice on some of these presentation skills, how well we can do that, how are we able to convince, how are we able to work as a heterogeneous team. That's a complex thing. Say, for example, some of you may join a finance sector, some of you may join communication sector, some of you may join stock marketing thing. You may have to understand their mother tongue. You may have to understand their language. I go to a mechanical engineer, I go to a structural engineering, I go to a propulsion engineering for designing and developing the software that is required. He doesn't understand software. Neither do I understand propulsion. But we still have to work together. We still have to make a system, a missile that works and that works perfectly. Because we don't have a second choice. If it doesn't work on the first time, then next assured, we are not there in the game. We are not there in the game anymore. So how are we going to work in heterogeneous domains? So that's the challenge and that's the skill set. And I hope that your current hackathon program that you are planning for the night addresses some of them. I was just going through some of the things. They say that we are working on blockchains, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, those technologies that are required and that are going to be dominating. We have our startup kings. I was just talking to them before they came. There are lots of things to be done. Small things. You know, it's always a good dream to be at Intels and Qualcomms and Metas and Facebooks. Fair enough. But let's see what's happening around us. Let's see what is that we can do for our country. What is that scientific temperament? There's nothing less here. Are we able to tell somebody without getting into politics? Without getting into politics, are we able to tell somebody that I could offer a secure voting system? I can offer a secure voting system from your own mobiles and from your own shops, from your own residences. Can we have that? Already, when US conducts its elections, they take about 7 to 9 days to announce who is the winner. And we are able to do it in 12 hours, 11 hours, because of our electronic voting system. So can we do something more than that? Can we do something on the supply chain management? Can we tell somebody that I monitor your eyes every day and then tell them that whether your retina is going to be perfect using some predictive artificial intelligence algorithms? How am I going to take these things into medical field? How am I able to take it into social and domestic market? What's our definition of smart cities? We are about a decade into smart cities. How smart are our smart cities? And what is that perhaps can be done to do that? So churn your minds. Okay? Think about what all can be done. And I'm not very sure the tasks are already assigned or they will be given on the fly. How is it planned? So you all know. None of them are there, no? Okay, doesn't matter. Enjoy your stay, and as much being students, it's a fantastic phase of life. And when you get old, you'll realize that all that more. So enjoy, join with your friends, make some new networking, share your thoughts, learn how to work in heterogeneous, multidisciplinary teams, okay? And then you would realize that you have learned something, okay? Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your time for our event.
And thank you so much, sir, for your valuable words. We are very much honored and privileged to hear from you. Now, I request Dean SOE, Dean Academics and Planning, Directorate Admissions, Program Coordinator IT, Program Coordinator Cybersecurity to please felicitate Mr. K. Rajasekharam, sir. Can we give a huge round of applause? I request the esteemed guests to please occupy the seats.
వాళ్ళిద్దరు కదా ప్యానలిస్ట్
MS sir and we now has a very exciting session. We'll take a moment, guys. We have seen the evolution of learning over time, from assignment-based learning to project-based learning. So we have an interesting panel discussion session, but before that, we have a tiny tot classical dance performance by Vaishnavi. Let's give a huge round of applause for Vaishnavi.
Thank you, Vaishnavi, for your graceful performance. Let us now begin with the panel discussion. We've seen the evolution of learning over time, from project-based learning to assignment-based learning. And now, it's time for something truly transformational, real-time experiential learning. This approach is crucial in bridging the gap between theory and practice. And today, we are gathered to explore this exciting feature. It is my honor to welcome our esteemed chief guests for today's panel discussion. First, we have Mr. K. Rajasekharam, a distinguished DRDL scientist and group director at ASQA. We are also privileged to have Dr. Mahipati Srinivas Rao, the director of administrations, with us today. I also request Prashant Rao sir and Privi Kumar sir to address the panel discussion. Their wealth of knowledge and vast experience will undoubtedly offer us invaluable insights. I feel deeply grateful to be hosting this session, and I look forward to enriching discussion ahead. Let's dive into the conversation and hear from our esteemed panelists as they share their experiences.
Sure. Hello.
Otherwise, my voice
Check,
is
check,
generally
check.
heard.
Hello.
To be sitting here with extinguished guests here, and I'm kind of nervous also, but because everybody here is having a lot of experience, lot years of teaching, industry-based and project-based, research-based. So I'm really honored to be hosting this panel discussion session. Uh, so I would like to start by asking the chief guest of the day, Mr. K. Rajasekharam sir, a question. May I, sir?
Unless it's an embarrassing question.
Of course not. So our students here would like to learn and know what's the actual difference in between learning and working in the DRDO organization as well as the industry. What's the difference?
I asked you, can ask. Okay. First of all, I think I should have told when I was standing there. As I was walking down, I realized this lanky young girl, I want you to just give a round of applause for her. Basically, the way she contacted me, she praised me, she reached me out, and it requires many things actually. As a should I say, a team lead for about 270 plus people who work with me, who report, and together we work in my group. And as a father of 2 children, and as a guide for close to, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000 people, I would have done the internship in the last 2.5 to 3 decades easily, very easily. Without that, when she came to me, I was just telling that this question of organizing, ability to reach out to people, is a skill set that is required, and she has taken it up. Okay. Otherwise, this is the first time I'm seeing. I don't have to really promote her, but it is important. In fact, when she came on day first, I asked her, "What's your fund status? Paisa to chahiye to organize things like that. Do you want some support from DRDL?" She says, "No, I'm comfortable. I have around 600 plus registrations. We are charging something from them. I have some support partners, Radiant and Amigo, Amoka and things like that. They are supporting. Sir, I'm comfortable. I do not want." When I offered also, she says, "It's okay. I'll take care." And ability to reach out to sponsors, to reach out to speakers, to reach out to universities and motivate them and bring them. I know she's the face of the organizing committee. She's not the sole member. She introduced herself as the vice president, I was hearing. Okay. This credit must go to all the organizing committee members, and I wholeheartedly first appreciate them, because that's one skill set that is required. That's required. You may have to interact at multiple places with strangers. That's one. Now, how is it different from working with defense, and how is it different from working with industry? I said, don't ask embarrassing questions, but she asked a difficult question. Okay. When I joined, it was 1993, Chennai. I joined DRDL. And that was a time where globalization, liberalization was at its peak. Narasimha was there, Manmohan was the finance minister. We opened up the industry for the country. We started offering ourselves as a service center for the entire globe, And that was a time where most of these top-notch software companies, they were all coming up. So all you have to do is take a resume and then go to a market. They would just multiply with 10, put a 0, and then give you the pay package. I could have done that. But it's a question of some sort of a national pride to work with him. I didn't leave in '93. I didn't leave the organization a couple of years back. Today we have next door. This is about the personal choice. But having said that, what is different? What is different is the kind of technologies. For a defense industry in particular, it's very difficult to jump from one technology to the other technology. That's because it has to mature, it has to stabilize in the market, see the fruits of it, and then only will move. And if you were to join an industry, trust me that it's more like Nitya Vidya Chintanam. It's a profound thinking. In the morning prayer also I was listening. That it is a profound thinking on the education on a day-to-day basis. The moment you relax for about a fortnight or 20 days, you're practically out of the market. Whereas some of the technologies that we work with are little outdated because we have a tested, proven, market-enabled technology rather than catching up with the market. Barring that, I think the issue is the same. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable words. My next question goes to Dr. Mahipati Srinivasrao, sir. Our students want to learn how to manage time between academics and extracurricular activities.
Pardon me for my sore throat and not well for the past 2 days. But still, they were talking about the time management. If I don't come to this, they think that I'm not managing my time. And I appreciate and congratulate all the organizers of this team for making this happen. Can you give a round of applause for the organizing team? Thank you, and I acknowledge the presence of Vasudhari sir, who has been a mentor for me in person, who has come from the industry and started. I don't know how much you know that. We have got many schools in the medical, engineering, agriculture, nursing, and all this academic planning is done by him. Also, acknowledge our alumni here has been doing a good job. But how do you manage your time? I said that nobody can manage time. I don't know how many of you agree with this, but we have the title as time management. You have to manage yourself. So how do you manage yourself? Best thing is that if some people are here from other colleges, those who have been here, they are here because they want to be here. I don't think they are being forced to be here. Am I right? How many of you agree in the statement that you are here because you want to be here? Most of you, okay? Thank you very much. Because time management cannot be done by force. And it's your priorities that you make. Some may prioritize to bunk the class in court. Some may prioritize to attend hackathon and learn things. I still remember the day SRS from DRDL. We get a lot of recommendations from the parents that, sir, there is an internship in DRDO or DRDL, so that it will be easy for us. Sure. I ask the students, what do you want to do over there? Parents say that, no, you will get job. And student what he says, sir, I don't want to do anything, sir, but I want to get. What is that? Internship, certificate. Do you think that those students will be able to manage the time and work and learn the things? Possible? Possible. Then one day I recommended and sent, and the mentor has complained that, no, who told you sent a student, but he's not coming in at time. Then I asked the parent about that. He said that, sir, while alien at Chaparale, sir, while Pilsner, nobody will tell you. You have to learn. If you are passionate learning, you go to the things. I was what will happen. I still remember my days. Of course, you have the internet revolution and all. But if you want to manage your time, the best thing you need to keep in your mind is that mindset makes the difference. So priorities make the difference. Some priority is sleeping. No, the other day the past 2 days I'm not well. So my priority was to be here. So everyone will have their own priorities. And that Chinmay also says, I can say one more word when you had choice you make. Priorities are your choice. If you have everyone has got the choice to be Chinmay, or the role to take the role of Chinmay, but she has taken it. She made it. So I think that's how you can manage yourself and go with your time. Thank you very much.
Professor Srinivas,
Sir.
I think we don't have to teach the time management to people who are able to do their exams with PPTs one night before. But having said that, that's on a lighter vein. You know, this Dr. Kalam used to say, he had his own nice hairstyle. He had his own peculiar body language. So when we say I may require 2 days, he says, this earth fellow, 63,500 kilometers diameter. He's able to go one full round. Why can't you do it in 1 day? Okay? And he was very convinced that when earth is able to make one rotation, you have a lot of time for 24 days. But on a serious note, I'll tell you, I think that is not that my life is your textbook. But I think most of the problem in the office also comes from, for time management, it is when they enter the office, they don't know what to do. Okay, we start thinking. So if you are able to spend about half an hour in the day, preferably or a morning walk or a morning coffee, that and I do pen down that these are the things that I have to do. Maybe I'll have to call Dr. Venkateshwar Rao. I'll have to talk on this, send this report. Just write out what we are done, and then at the end of the day, you just see whether we have done. How many of you have the habit of writing diaries? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. I've been writing for last 4.5 decades, except for about 45 days in between. I have all the diaries. And when you have the habit of writing diaries, trust me, your time management is in place, because your to-do list keeps growing, and somewhere it slaps you, and then you start correcting yourself. So make a to-do list and try to see if you are occupied. You go to office and then start looking for what is that I have to do. You have lost half the day. So at DRDL, for example, in our office, we have an activity chart which is on our portal, which says that that's not something very unique. That's how companies are able to manage. Companies are able to do that. If that can be done after you join the job, I think we should be able to customize it and do it before we join the job. As simple as that. Just think about what you have to do. Pen down them and then see that how much percentage occupied you are. Are you having some cushion time? And like Chinmay says, curricular and extracurricular. Okay, please take it. Extracurricular comes after curricular. Okay, that's extra, right?
I think, I'd like to one thing. So as I was talking about extracurricular, co-curricular, I think this is one of the activity that comes in the co-curricular. So as you prioritize yourself, you make your life. Life is your choice that you make, what you do with your life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Hello. In my life, basing on this question, I would like to say one thing. Preferably, I will give preference more to the curricular activities than extracurricular. 80 to 90% curricular activities, and the rest of the thing is to the extracurricular. Because as sir said, one night preparation for the examinations is not sufficient. I prefer every student to study from the day one of the beginning of the semester. Then only they can remember well all the subject, and it is not just wanting in the examination. It is lifelong learning, and they have to face the interviews also subsequently to get the placement. So all these things please keep in your mind. And according to my session, of course I feel that alumni will agree with me. So all the best, and thank you.
Thank you, sir. So So as all the distinguished guests here are speaking about one-day timing, one-day batting, all the students agree, every BTech student, according to me, are doing one-day batting, and there are high chances that student might face failures at times. So what would you suggest, sir, on how they can come back from those failures, make it as a learning experience?
Here, in this context, same of course, question is almost related to the previous topic. I feel one-day batting, it is just remembering for a very short time and writing whatever they remember in the time of examinations. That will not last, it will not long last. So here, what I say is, if you prepare the day one, the advantage I will tell you, there are two ways of learning. One is examination point of view, second one is subject point of view. If you learn the subject as subject, people definitely do remember it lifelong. So then they can face or answer any type of question at any time, either in an interview or at some other place, wherever it is required. So definitely I here suggest only study the subject as subject. I found that in the classrooms also, student, suppose if any teacher is teaching the subject, most of the students, I am sorry to say, they don't pay attention. They simply physically present, mentally absent. Sorry to say. Okay, now, that's why don't do that way. Be physically and mentally both present and try to understand the subject. If not possible, if you get some doubts also, you can immediately clear the doubts from time to time in the class or in the staff room. Suppose some people may feel guilty asking the doubts in the classroom. So that way, for such students, it's better go to staff room and ask the doubts the respective faculty. So that's why you have to improve the subject like that. Subject learning is lifelong learning. Preparing the answers only for the selected questions and writing the examinations, Innovate will help you. Please understand that. Thank you.
Chinmay, one thing. I think I have rubbed on the wrong side by using the word PPT-based studies and one-night studies. While I was standing there, I was telling today's children are very good. They are no different. So I think these two are little contradictory things. The most important thing, like Professor is telling, what is learning? If we understand the word learn, then we have the solution to most of the things. Anybody who can tell what is learning? Anybody? What is learning? It's a very simple word, no? We use it every time. What is learning, madam? Anybody? Nothing. Any wrong guess also? Any wrong guess also? What is learning? Is it such a difficult word? I'm not Shashi Tharoor, no? So what is learn?
Hello?
No guess, no takes. Chala, enough is enough. Enough of group discussion. Somebody?
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir. Chepna.
Sir, learning is understanding something theoretically and being able to apply practically in your life at any point required.
Fair enough. That's a good take.
You're out of offers.
That's a fairly good take. This will be a fairly good take. But learn today has become something like ability to earn. We forgot that word, alphabet L. You remove L, learning is ability to earn. It's not so. I think what he has told is very, very correct. You know, like we have what is data, what is information, what is intelligence, what is wisdom, and what is knowledge. You know, it's a transition. A set of uncorrelated things flying here and there is data. For example, you start correlating them. You draw some inference through, like the boy has rightly told, through a method of experiencing, through a method of experimentation. If you are able to grasp something, analyze something, and conclusively come out with a thing, it becomes knowledge, and knowledge leads to ability to learn. And experience also includes both the things, Chinmay. Success and failures. In the last 3.5 decades of our missile program, we have had as many failures. We must have had some failures. And it's through the failures that we learn. So don't worry about failure. So learning from success, learning from failures is also good. At least somebody who does a one-day batting, the famous coined word by you, has had a little, not a very successful thing. He has learned something good. Lost one exam, but he has learned. So there's nothing wrong in this one. Professor has told, prioritize your things. We know that something is sometimes close to your heart, something is just not getting into the lifestyle. Doesn't matter. Something, each of us have different levels of grey matter. One thing that I never ask is what's your percentage when they come for internship. It's irrelevant for me. It's irrelevant for me. It's their attitude to learn. It's their ability to perform. Most of the things they have happened without formal degrees. That really doesn't matter. That's one question that we don't ask. So don't worry about your percentages. They do matter. They do matter because your first appearance is on. So, but how confident we are able to do is most important. Yeah.
Hello, in this context, can I able to hear? Yeah. Learning are of very different kinds. Again, in my life, I will tell about different levels of learning. When I got admission in my times, there are very few MTech courses in India. So, of course, I got good rank and joined Usmania. When I am stepping into the MTech 2 as a student, I felt that I know everything in computer science. That is layman thinking actually. Later what had happened, I joined as a staff in the university. First I have become the assistant professor. At that time I found that there is something more to learn in computer science. Later I have become the associate professor and I felt that I know nothing in computer science. And finally when I have become the professor, I came to know that I know nothing in everything. So that is the level of learning actually. So what I feel is that I don't know how far you appreciate it actually.
As a psychologist, I can say that learning serves as a deeper level of information. Learning is different between people. We've got different kinds of learning styles and teaching styles. Some are visual learners, some are auditory learners. I think those who come for the hackathons, most of them are kinesthetic learners. They learn by doing learning. We find the global learners are there, sequential learners are there. My suggestion is that, as I was talking about importance for learning, you try to identify your own set or style of learning. I think you can go to, as internet, you find many tools are there. Richard Felder has done a lot of research on learning styles. You can type learning styles, Richard Felder. You can take your own test and assess yourself what kind of learner you are. But if you can focus on those kind of learning styles, you can do better in your life. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you, sirs. I would like to ask Mahipati sir some question. Our students are keen to know what are the skills the industry is looking for, because as sir also specified, learn has earned, and I'm very sorry to say, but all the students here are aiming for good packages. So what are the skills required? What are the skill industry is looking for?
Beautiful question. Yeah. I'll also learn.
Sure, thank you very much. See, always remember that what we learn at the university level, most of the times we call it as ASK. Attitude is number one that universities or industries are looking for. If you have the positive attitude or whatever that you can get. A second thing is skill. Skill is very important. Knowledge and skill both are important, because knowledge and skill is where you apply and how you apply is very important. And for overall all these things, I think technical skills, how much you may be having, if you're not able to present yourself, Sir Rajasekharam sir was also more focusing on presentation skills, how you present yourself. And now you are able to put forward your thought process and make the other person convinced and all. So I think attitude, skills and knowledge, and the most important thing which I feel is communication skill, not talking about oral and written what you speak outside the world, but the communication skills which you have to yourself. Inside communication skills I speak with you. I don't know how much you speak with yourself. If you have the positive note in speaking with yourself, that will there will be an outcome for that. I'm not talking about the output, I'm talking about the outcome. That will be more flourishing. So I think there are many skills are there, but basically I can say that attitude, skills, knowledge, of course, as you asked the first question, was time management and prioritizing, meeting deadlines and all. But attitude plays a major role in this. That's the word to use.
I have it totally. See, I'm more disturbed with that word package. Come on here. We've got about 4.5 decades of life to serve and earn. At the campus level, please don't look for packages. Please don't look for packages. It's easy to say, but as such, I think some of the tier 1 companies are also settling with 3.6, 4.2, 4.2, 4.4. Doesn't matter. And I give my research associates perhaps a little more than that. So it's not about this one. Your resume should carry the package with it. Your resume should say that this is the package. Doesn't matter if it gets delayed by about 2-3 years. Update your skill set to the required market list, market requirements. Have a very focused this thing. And first 2 years you settle down underemployed, no problem. Computer science people have an advantage. They will never be unemployed. At best they will be underemployed. You take your resume and walk into Adipatla. Rest assured you will find a job there. There's no issue. You are only underemployed, so you deserve that. You feel that you deserve a little more, and then you are not getting it. But just work on it, learn as much as possible, understand the market dynamics, and after 2 years, your resume is talking for how much it weighs. Do not want to boast, but one very close relative of mine, who happens to be my daughter also, started with something like 3.6 in 2018-19, 24. It's much more than what I'm earning today. Okay, it's quite a bit more than what I'm earning today. It just comes. Money will come. Everyone wants skilled people. They are prepared to spare. Today the money is not an issue. They just sign a multiplication factor and give to your last pay. Gone were the days where they talk about 30% hike, 40% hike. Today they talk about what they want and how much you want. So that's one. And second is also, I think it is kind of an all-rounders that we require. The focused vertical specialization vis-a-vis the horizontal specialization that we feel. A bit of that, a bit of this, which widens your market area. You are able to do a bit of a full stack development. You have some idea about AML algorithms. You can do some amount of SAP, ERPs, and things like that. Perhaps your resume can get sold in multiple companies. Vis-a-vis. You go for a vertical specialization. I have a issue, but this is my strength. I will work on it. This is where I am looking, and then we'll go deeper inside. So the choice is ours based on our interest, and the vertical specialization normally will offer you a higher package, Chinmay. Okay.
Thank you, sir. So I would like to ask, sir, since sir has talked about resume and our resume should be very strong, our students are confused because the technical trends, technological trends are booming. Like today we have Java, tomorrow there's something new coming up. Students are spending time learning Java, and until that new technology got updated. Then how do students manage that? How do they stay updated with the technological trends is the question.
I can answer, but it
Hello?
should look like my one monologue. I tell you, madam, every time a project student comes to me and says, what do you want to work on? I offer it, and then he says, he starts talking about the programming languages,
Different Java.
which is wrong. Please correct yourself, which is wrong. Don't say that I'll come and do a Python project, I'll come and do a Java project, I'll come and work on X, Y, Z. Because it is your problem that defines your development environment. That's how at least we were taught in our Pressman books by software engineering by Pressman. How many of you have heard about that Pressman software? Only professors will be here. All others will not know. Otherwise, Pressman is a master of software engineering books. What we are told is first, if you famously talk about the V model or the development model, from your software requirement specification, do a system requirement analysis, come out with a design phase. It is in the design phase where you decide your software development environment. So don't get into this programming language based internship searching, programming language skill set based job searching. I think it should be there. And Chinmay, you are nervous. You missed my earlier answer. I told very clearly that the vertical specialization is what is going to be doing there. And today, if you look at the market, yes, full stack is doing well. AML is bound to be there for some more time. Choose on a field and then go deep inside. But your ability to understand and translate the user requirements into software requirements is perhaps the key. Develop that skill set. After that, programming anybody will do. If nobody does Copilot and ChatGPT will do for you. That's not an issue at all. Yeah.
Okay. Of course, connected to this question. So when I studied my education, MTech or whatever it is, we used to learn very old languages like Fortran, Pascal, Basic, and COBOL. So those things are, outdated now. But the concepts will not change. The backbone of the language is same, but the syntax may be different, approach may be different in learning. So when you know one language or two languages, that will be easy to migrate to the new language also. So it will not take more time to learn the new language and implement it. So it is not that difficult to learn the things from time to time.
It is the domain that is more important than the language. Absolutely.
I'd like to add, not to the technical background, but still I'd like to say C, C++, Java, Bava was a trend long back. But now, I think now actually some other new technologies have come. You need to update yourself or else you'll be outdated. That's the reason I always tell my students that the only thing which is constant is change. So according to changes, if you're not changing, you'll be exchanged in the industry. So I think update yourself and make your life more successful.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, everyone here. I'm glad. I think our students have learned a lot from you people. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks to Chinmay for making it either round of applause for Chinmay.
I now request the Program Coordinator of Information Technology, Dr. Nitisha Sharma ma'am, to address the gathering for a vote of thanks.
Good morning one and all, and on behalf of Department of Information Technology, it's my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks. I would like to thank Dr. V. Vijay Kumar sir, Dean School of Engineering, Dr. K. Sudhir Reddy sir, Dean Academics and Planning, Dr. M. Srinivas sir, Directorate Admissions, Dr. P. V. Kumar sir for the panel discussion, Program Coordinator Cyber Security, Dr. Y. V. Reddy sir, and special thanks to the Chief Guest of the today, Mr. K. Rajasekharam sir, Scientist, DRDL, and all the participants who have come from various institutions, and special thanks to students of Department of Information Technology and faculty who have made this a success. Thank you one and all.
I request everyone to stand up for the national anthem.
शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तव जय गाथा, जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
I request all the students to please stand up for a group photography.